Hi, Mo here. Welcome to my channel. This video is for Scorpio suns. My name is Mo. Like I said, I'm doing a 7-card tarot spread for you today, Scorpio suns. The spread is called Mystic 7 Tarot Spread. So I'm using my Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, classic, and I will just go over with you what each of the 7 cards represents. So the first card for you, Scorpio suns, represents your current situation. The second card for you, Scorpio suns, represents your obstacles. The third card for you represents your aspirations. Your fourth card will represent what needs to be awakened. Your fifth card will represent what lies behind you. Your sixth card will represent the next stage. And the last card, the seventh card, will represent what will be for you, Scorpio suns. So I've already cleaned my deck and shuffled it. So I'm going to put the cards out one by one. Your current situation for Scorpio suns. Card number 1. Card number 2, your obstacles. Card number 3, your aspirations. Card number 4, what needs to be awakened. Card number 5, what lies behind you, Scorpios. Card number 6, your next stage. And card number 7, what will be. So let me just say that I have all the cards face down. I can't see what they are right now. I'm going to turn them over one by one and go over the subject matter of what they mean. And when I'm done, I'll just turn the camera down for you, Scorpios, so you can see the spread laid out in front of you and maybe screenshot it if you need to, or just get a second look or get a first look, I guess, at the spread with all the cards in it. So let's go ahead and start the reading for you, Scorpio suns. Excuse me. Say supper. Your current situation, Scorpios. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords has a lot of heart. The current situation. The Page of Swords is learning how to use his sword so that he can become a knight, hopefully in the future. But right now the Page of Swords is learning how to use his mind. Really on top of the world with this new opportunity. In the clouds almost, as you see, really on cloud 9 in the sense that this is really something for the person that is represented by the Page of Swords. So your current situation is one where you're feeling like you're being given this opportunity to use your mind in a way that you've never been able to use it before. And you're really excited about this, Scorpios. You're really looking forward to being able to learn. There's something that you're learning mentally that you're really excited about doing. Something that you've never done before. And you're setting out on, you know, you've been using your mind for sure, but you've never set out on this adventure that you're going to be setting out on using your mind. So maybe you've taken a new job. Maybe you've taken a new way of creating income for yourself. Maybe you've started to do a creative project where you're writing poems or writing a book about yourself. It could be learning how to speak up for yourself in a way that you've never spoken up for yourself before with the Page of Swords. It's really magical. I really feel with the current situation, there's a lot of magic happening with the Page of Swords. It's really a beautiful environment, or a beautiful energy of just freedom, a beautiful energy of the possibilities being endless with the Page of Swords, because with the mind, anything can happen, Scorpios. Your mind is where everything begins. Everything that you create in the world around you starts with a thought. And so this Page of Swords for your current situation, Scorpios, is that thought that is the seed that will be planted and that will grow into your outcome in this world. What you are going to form in this material plane is coming from what you are starting to use your mind in order to create that right now as you're starting to use your mind to do that. So Scorpio Suns. Second card, Scorpios, we have your obstacles. Oh, okay. We have the Judgment card, but in reverse. So I'm just going to move this a little bit. There we go. The Judgment card. Card number 20 in the Major Arcana. The Judgment card. So this is your obstacle. It was in reverse though, so there's something extra to it. So your obstacles, Scorpio, I guess it would be easy to say that you are judging yourself, but I think it goes deeper than that, I should say. I think it goes deeper than that. I think that you are creating an environment for yourself with the obstacle where you are kind of questioning the outcome when it hasn't even happened yet. You're questioning if it's going to fail or if it's going to succeed. And that's an obstacle for you, because if you question if what you are going to create or what you are going to try to create, Scorpios, if you question if it will succeed, it's almost like you're admitting to yourself that you think it will fail. And so the Judgment card is an obstacle for you, Scorpio, because even though, yes, you have to take into consideration things that may go wrong so you can fix them, you don't need to see the big picture as a flop. You need to see the big picture as a success. So for the Judgment card in reverse, I think that's why it's in reverse, is because it isn't a bad thing to judge your work, but it is a bad thing to see the final outcome as a flop. This is also a wake-up call card for your obstacle, saying that whatever you create in your mind, you create in your reality, Scorpio. So if you are creating opportunities for you to fail in certain directions that you have to go in to create this masterpiece, you don't have to dwell on them. Meaning, don't create a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever the case may be. Really create a master plan. What is the master plan? How can I cover all my bases for the Judgment card? Yeah, it's not as simple as judging yourself as much as it is judging what will be. And what will be is not for you to know. What will be is for you to create. So the Judgment card in reverse for your obstacles. The third card for you, Scorpios, is your aspirations. Ooh. So we have card 12 in the Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. Your aspiration. So you're hoping that with the Page of Swords being your current situation, that you're hoping with this card here, your current situation, that you're aspiring that with the current situation of you being the Page of Swords, or embodying that Page of Swords, your aspirations is that the difficult times will bring enlightenment. And that's the way to look at things for sure. Because if you're judging yourself saying this is going to be a failure, and you're not continuing that thought to say, yes, but failures will be learning experiences, then you are planning to fail. But your aspiration, as we see now with the Hangman card, is that you're actually planning on making the uncomfortable situations a source for enlightenment, a source for learning more about yourself, a source for perfecting your aspirations. So this is your aspiration card. It's looking past the negative in order to see the positive. It's going through the negative to understand how the positive works and how to recreate that positivity. So Scorpio, your next card is What Needs to Be Awakened, card number 4 in the spread. 6 of Wands, recreating what needs to be awakened. Yeah, so Recreating victory. You've had victory in the past. We'll see that in card 5, though, what lies behind you. But I'm inclined to say you've had victory in the past. But what needs to be awakened is victory in the present moment. That is what the 6 of Wands represents. Coming in gallantly on a horse with a wand with a wreath of victory attached to it, and everyone around holding a wand to symbolize that sense of victory. This person gallantly walking in with a wreath on his or her head, and a stave with a victorious wreath hanging from it as well, and then everyone around holding a wand. It almost reminds me of the triumphant entry of Jesus, which was a triumphant entry, right? If you've read one of the Gospels, you know that the person of Jesus came in riding on a donkey, which is not the same as a horse, but the idea is there. And people were throwing palm branches down on the ground. So this is a sort of type of victory because everybody was welcoming Jesus into the city, and palm branches were a sign of peace. So they were saying, you are bringing peace, and that is victorious. Who doesn't want peace, right? So with the 6 of Wands being what needs to be awakened within you, Scorpio, it's really that sense of being humble enough to accept that you are doing something good for yourself, and that as you are doing something good for yourself, that will create goodness for others. So what needs to be awakened within you is that belief system that you have something good to offer the world, and what you will offer the world, it will bring what you are offering the world, which is a sort of goodness that you have for the world, will create more goodness in the world. The next card we have for you, Scorpio Suns, is what lies behind you. So let's see if you are victorious. I would say yes. You have the 10 of Wands. So what lies behind you is hard work again, right? And with hard work comes reaping the benefits of what you worked hard for. This could be having a lot of creative energy flowing through you, because the wands are also about creation, but this card is almost like holding back your full ability to create. So I would say that's a victory and a success, because if you are so creative that you don't have time for all your creative projects, I would say that's a real success, a real victory, because you get to choose what you want to do in order to create. You get to choose, do I want to write a song? Do I want to paint a painting? Do I want to write a book? Do I want to learn an instrument? Do I want to do spoken word poetry? Do I want to invent something? Do I want to read the tarot? Do I want to learn astrology? Anything that you can think of that is creative, you have that natural ability, Scorpio Suns, to be that artist, and to create in your life. And that is victorious, especially when you have the 10 of Wands behind that, what lies behind you, because you had so much creative energy and so many creative ideas that you had to hold back some of them because you didn't have time for all of them. So the next card we have for you, Scorpio Suns, is the next stage card, represented by card number 6 in the spread. So the next stage is the Chariot. It makes complete sense. So the 7 in the major arcana, the Chariot for Scorpio Suns, really deciding what direction you want to go in now. I think it's a good thing, and I love that you have your current situation, the Page of Swords. I just can't get over the fact that this Page of Swords is really giving you carte blanche. Like, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to use your mind to create? And with the willpower that you have, what do you want to do? Then we have the Chariot card, which is the next stage, really questioning yourself, saying, okay, now what direction do I want to take my creative pursuits in? How can I awaken what needs to be awakened within me, which is that sense of giving to others through your victory? The last card we have for you, my Scorpios, is card number 7, which represents in this spread what will be. Oh my God. As if it can't get any better than the Page of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands with the Page of Swords. So for your current situation, as I said a bazillion times now, you have the Page of Swords for your current situation. And for what will be, you have the Ace of Wands saying, here's your creative endeavor, go for it. So I really see that with the Ace of Wands for what will be, divine or spirit or your source of your muse is going to hand you exactly what direction you need to go in, what sort of creative endeavor you need to set yourself on as a path. So the wands symbolize creativity, as we were talking about, because you had what needs to be awakened, which was the the 6 of wands, sorry, and you had what lies behind you, the 10 of wands, more creative energy. And what will be for you is really zeroing in on what it is you want to create. So your muse is going to help you to figure out exactly what you want to create, so you can go ahead and use that Page of Swords energy with your current situation being the Page of Swords, that newness, that heart, that vitality, that in the clouds going to be the best situation card. So I really feel like there's going to be a really amazing creative endeavor coming out from you, Scorpio suns, and it's really about what direction do you want to go in, with the Chariot being the next stage, and recreating something that you've created, but in a totally different way, and learning how to get through the negative roadblocks by learning how to climb over it in your enlightened capabilities. You're climbing over blocks, but becoming more enlightened as you climb over the blocks. Even almost like climbing over the blocks and then using them to create a scaffolding for you to reach higher and do even greater things, Scorpios. So let me just show you what the spread looks like. What the spread looked like when I was looking at it, Scorpio suns, and reading it to you. Let's go zoom in. So for your current situation, you had the Page of Swords, like I kept saying. For your obstacles, you had Judgment in reverse, so upside down Judgment. For your aspiration, you had the Hangman. For what needs to be awakened, you had the 6 of Wands. For what lies behind you, you have the 10 of Wands. For the next stage, you had the Chariot. And for what will be, you had the Ace of Wands. So you can go ahead and screenshot that if you need to, just to refer to it if you want to in the future. But that was your spread, my Scorpio. So my Scorpios, I'm sorry if it's dark in here. The sun's going down behind me, as you can see. You're my last reading, my last zodiac reading for this week, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. However, before you leave, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you feel like there's something that you want to say. For those of you who have already subscribed to my channel, thank you a bazillion and quadrillion times. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, if you enjoyed this reading, I do a lot of similar videos, so please feel free to click the subscribe button. And don't forget to also click the notification bell beside the subscription button, because then you will know when I put up new videos. So it was nice reading for you, Scorpios, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.